What if I told you that the thumbnails you see on the screen were created by me on my mobile phone and it took only just a few minutes? You can easily create such thumbnails on your phone as well. Being a beginner YouTuber can be overwhelming. This is my second channel and I've realized that thumbnails play a crucial role in attracting views and subscribers. They are the first thing that draws viewers in and encourage them to click and find out what your video is about. So without any further delay, let's dive right into the video. If this is your first time on this channel and you are just starting your YouTube journey, looking to make money online or simply interested in tech, smash that subscribe button because you are in the right place. At Tech Insight, we teach you the practical skills and techniques. Alright, if you are a complete beginner, the app I'm going to show you will make it easier to create professional looking thumbnails like this one. I will explain everything in simple terms. Now before we start, let's head over to Google Play Store and download the app. The name of the app you are going to be using is called PixelLab. PixelLab, here I have it. Once you are done downloading, click on open. To create a thumbnail, the first thing we have to do is to change the size of the canvas. It's currently in a square shape. To do this, click on the three dots above and go to the image size from the preset menu and select YouTube. Once you click on YouTube thumbnail, we are going to set this dimensions to 1920 by 1080. So delete what is there and set this to 1920 by 1080 and click on OK. You see this text over here, we don't need it, so we are going to delete it. Click on it and you click on this icon here, the delete icon here, to have it deleted. Now we have a plain canvas. Now let's begin. In this video, I'm going to be teaching you how to create this thumbnail. First of all, the assets we are going to be needing for the creation of this thumbnails are picture of the person, a Bugatti, dollar bills, fire, flying bills, a grunge, and this way chocolate powder. I'm going to show you how you can get all these assets free on the internet. Now to begin with, you head over to Google and search for the character you are going to use. So in my case, the name of my character is Kwame Despite. So I just type Kwame Despite and hit enter. Go to images. Here is the man I'm talking about. So you click on his image to have it opened like this and wait for it. Now we have a very clean picture. What you are going to do is to click and hold and then click on download to download the picture. Once the picture is downloaded, we have to take off the background of the picture, and to do that you go back to the same Google and search for remove BG, hit enter, and then take the second one, which is the removal.ai, and click on it. Once it opens, click on choose a photo and then scroll through till you find your image. Here is it. I click on it and then I click on done. I have the background of the image removed now. Make sure to use this download button, not this one, because to download it in its highest quality you have to be registered to the website, and we just want to remove it so quickly so we can go ahead and design our thumbnail. So we just click on this one to have the image downloaded. So this is it. We have the image downloaded with the background plain. The next thing we are going to download is a Bugatti. Search it as Bugatti PNG. This is the Bugatti I used. So I click, wait for it to load. The same process, click and hold, download, go back to the removal.ai to get the background removed, and do same for all the other images that you are going to be using in your thumbnail design. So I'm going to go ahead to speed the whole process. Now I have all my assets for the thumbnail. So let's begin. So if you look at the picture that I used for the thumbnail, you can see that we have to first of all begin with the background. And if you look at the background of the thumbnail, you can see I have red background on the left and green on the right. So let's go ahead and create that. To do that, click on this plus icon to select shapes. Now you're going to have the square on the screen. So drag it to the side of the pixel and hold here to drag it to the center of the pixel. You have to have it very accurately and drag the button too. Once that is done, scroll down, select color, and then change the color to red. And click OK. Once that is done, click on this icon too. Now same thing, go back there, click shapes. You have another shape, put it here and then drag this side to the end of the pixel and drag the bottom too. So just as we did for the first one, scroll down and select the color for this one too and click on OK. Okay, so now we have the background. Now we have to import the ground background that we downloaded from Google. So to do that, you have to click here, select from gallery, and then look for the ground that you downloaded. This is the one we downloaded. Click on it and click here. Now hold here and spread it on top of the back layer. Once that is done, click here. Scroll to the left until you see opacity. Click on opacity and decrease the opacity. Okay, to have something like this, like a ground background. Once that's done, click on OK. So now we are done with our background. It's now time to start designing the whole thumbnail. So we are now going to use the assets that we downloaded from the internet. Click on the plus, click on gallery, and look for the ones that you remove the background on the remover.ai. So click on this, click OK, and then position it in the middle like this. Once you have that, go back again, click here from gallery, and this time we are importing the This Way chocolate drink. Click on it, resize it a bit, click on OK. So you see it's covering the picture. To resize it very easily, scroll here until you see relative size, click on it and then drag it to the left like this. So now it's small, but we have it on top of the target. On top of the man. We want it behind the man. So to do that, come over here and click on this, and you hold and drag this below the picture of the man. Once you are done, lock the picture of the man, and then you see you have it right there behind the man. The next thing we are going to be importing is the Bugatti. To do that, click here from gallery and then select the Bugatti. We want that behind the man too. So to do that, we go here, hold and drag, place it behind the man, and then we drag it to have the Bugatti showing. We are getting to a point. The whole process is coming up so nice. Once you have all of them positioned very well to what you like, click here and lock all of them so they can't be moved. So as you can see, the whole thing is coming together very beautifully. We have the man, we have the background set, and we have the image behind the man also set. What we are left with is to import, which is the money here and then the fire over here. So once again, to do that, you go back to here, select from gallery, select the fire, and we want it placed behind the man. So what do? We come here, select, drag, and put it behind the man. Okay. Now we want the money on this side, on the right side. To do that, go back here, gallery, and look for the money. So this is it. We have the cash. Click on it, drag it to the right side, drag and put it behind the man, just like that, and close it, and make sure it's a bit down so it doesn't cover the Bugatti. To move the Bugatti, because it's locked, we cannot move it. So to be able to move it, you have to click here, unlock it before you hold and drag it a bit to the top. So now that we have that out of the way, we are yet to write a text on our thumbnail. So we are going to write Bugatti over here and write poor over at this side. But wait, we will want some cash behind the Bugatti too, like bills falling from the sky. So the normal process that we use, and then this is it. We select it, click on OK, place it here, then come over here and we move it behind the Bugatti. So there we have it. What we are left with is to write a text on top of our thumbnail, and to do that, you click here and then you select text. This is the text. Once you have the text, what you do next is to click on this icon over here, and then you click on edit, then you type whatever you want to type over there. So in this case, we are typing poor. Then you position it very well. Once that is done, scroll to the left and select font. So you look through to select the font which you think is best for you. If you have your own font too, this is where you will come. That means when you download some font onto your phone, this is where you are going to come and select it. But let's use the font that is the built-in font of the app. So we are going to use this this font over here. Once you have that, click here and then click on this icon over here, the duplicate icon, to duplicate it, and then drag it to this side. Once you have it there, scroll back here and click on edit and delete it and type Bugatti. So you can see the whole thing came together very nicely, very nicely. Once that is done, let's go ahead and export our thumbnail onto our mobile phone. To do that, click here and click export image. The size should be 1920 by 1080 and you click on save to gallery. So the image will render and it's saved. This is our beautifully designed thumbnail. And who wouldn't click on this thumbnail? Everybody will. But you just did this whole thing beautifully designed on your own mobile phone. You didn't use any sophisticated designing app. Okay, now that we are done with that, I'm going to be teaching you another style to design a proper thumbnail. And in this one, we are going to be using a gradient for the background. So let's get right into it. Open your Pixel and then click over here to image size, just as we did in the previous one. Click here, then you select YouTube thumbnail. Here, the dimension is going to be 1920 by 1080. Once you have that, click on OK, and you delete this new text over here. Click this and then click on this icon, the delete icon, to have it deleted. Once you have that out of the way, come over to this section and then scroll, click on color and then select gradient. When you select gradient, click here and select the colors you want to use as your gradient background. So in this tutorial, we are going to be using orange and a little bit deep yellow for our gradient. And this here is the style of gradient that you want to use. You can use linear, round, or the rest, but for the sake of this video, you are going to be using the linear. So you click on this one and then you click here. Once you click here, come over here and click over here too. Then drag this circle to the color that you want and then you increase this one to a bit. So like I said, we are going to be using orange and some deep yellow. You come push it to the yellow and then you adjust this one over here and click OK. So there we have it. Once that is done, you click on OK. So now our background is set. So now we are going to go ahead to import our assets. So just like we did in the previous one, you go on to Google. The name of the person we are going to use for this tutorial is Pharaoh. Yeah, so that's him right there. If you're a Ghanaian, I think you know him, Pharaoh. You click on image and you look through to find one of his best pictures. Okay, so I think this one is very nice. You click on it, wait for it to download and appear very clear. Click and hold and then you download it. The other asset we are going to be using is gold. So you said gold and you add PNG. Or let's take this one. You can use this one. Click on it, wait for it to be clear, click and hold and then click on download image. Okay, we have that downloaded too. And we have Pharaoh's company. Click on image, click to show his workers, wait for it to load, click and hold and then click download image. Now that we have all our assets, we go back to the PixelLab and start designing our thumbnail. Let's start importing our assets. From gallery, locate the picture of Pharaoh. Try to crop it up a bit. Click here and then position the picture very well. Once you have that, the next thing we are going to do is to write some text on top of the flyer. So click here, click on text, drag it here. Click on this one, click edit and then clear this one and type the name of Pharaoh's company. Say. Once you have that, scroll to the left till you see font. Click on font and then select this font right here, chunk 5. Click on OK and then scroll back to see size. Click on size and then increase the size a bit. Once you have that, click on OK and then let's change the color of the text. So scroll here, click on color and then select the color that you want to use. But for this one, you are going to put a stroke covering the text. So once you have selected the color that you want to use, click on OK, and then come here till you see this one, stroke. Click on stroke, enable it, and then there you have it. So you can select the color to which you want the stroke to be. You can move. For the sake of this video, we are going to use black, and you can increase the width of the stroke right here. Once we have that, click on OK, and let's position the text behind King Pharaoh. Click here, drag and position it behind him, and lock the layer. Once we have that out of the way, let's try to put a stroke around King Pharaoh. So click on his image, click this section, scroll to the left until you see stroke. Click on it and enable. So as you can see, there is a stroke around him right now. Increase the stroke a bit to have it. Let's put it at 4%, and then click on OK. Now let's add another text on top of Pharaoh's company name, and let's see if he's going to stop that company, because he's destroying the water bodies in Ghana. So once you have that, click here, click on the plus icon, click on text, and then click on this A icon, click on edit, delete what is there, and then type stop. Click on OK. Now scroll to the left, look for font, change the font style to maybe this. Click on OK and try to increase the size a bit. Click. So there you have it. Now let's try to import our gold and Pharaoh's workers. Click here, go to gallery, click on the gold we downloaded, accept. Now click here, scroll to the left, relative size, and then decrease the size of the gold. Once it is decreased, position it under the galamsey and click here. Now it's time to import Pharaoh's workers. Here, this is the picture of his workers. Click here, spread it, position it behind all the assets, and then click on opacity and decrease the opacity of it. Now select eraser and then increase the size of the eraser a bit. Increase the size and then decrease the hardness, and then try to make here even. Okay, so there you have it. Go ahead and export it onto your mobile phone. So it's just as easy as that. With this tool, you can design a very professional looking thumbnail for your YouTube as a beginner without no hassle. If you like the video, click on the subscribe button to show your appreciation and also to be a part of this community. Thank you, and see you in the next one.